Arg. Ding dong, matey. It's drinky time in Beer Town. Today we have a very special German beer. It's called German Coast, and like a traditional German beer, it's a double IPA. It's made by Insel-Brauerei. So I guess they weren't able to find a date or any type of romantic relationship. But I think the beer would be very good. And this is a very special beer because it's already gift wrapped. It's like a present just waiting to be opened. And on the gift wrap you can see a plane with about 8 propellers on it, and it's flying over the high seas. It's flying over the ocean, which means it's a commentary on Germany and the Syrian refugee crisis and Somali pirates. So I have a 5-point rating system that I use to critically examine the beer through different lenses, and the first point is packaging. And we don't know what the packaging is like on this beer because it has this gift wrapping paper over it. So if the gift wrapping paper is so elaborate, I'm excited to see what the packaging is underneath this beer. So let's open this up and we'll critique the first point of my 5-point system. Well, there is no packaging for this beer, so this is pretty bold. They're saying that we don't need packaging for the beer. The quality of the beer will speak for itself. So we're going to wrap it up, and then when you unwrap it, you see this very bold, plain bottle, an Insel bottle. So that's a good rating, but I'm a little bit disappointed that there's, after that tease of pirates, that after unwrapping it, there are no pirates. So my second point of my 5-point rating system is the head of the beer. So let's get that. Let's do that. The head of the beer will tell us exactly what type of German double IPA we have here, and you can see the flow of the. All right, our head. We have a solid 4-finger head. This is why it's a double IPA. This is number 1, and this is times 2. times 1 times 2 makes it a double. You can tell a good double IPA because half of it is the liquid and half of it is the foam. So this is a quality double IPA. And now my third point, of course, is the smell. It's a tangy double smell. It doubles as tanginess and hop and hoppiness. I'm sorry, there is a lot of pollen in the air today, and so I can smell two smells. I can smell the tanginess, and I can smell some of the hoppiness, and that makes a lot of sense because it's a double IPA. So we have a bold packaging of nothing, and we have some 4-finger head, which is half of the beer, and half plus half equals double. And then we have the 2 smells that I smell. So everything is right on track with this beer. So then, of course, now, because we are celebrating pirates with this beer, I have to do the swish factor, and we'll feel how it tastes in my mouth. So how does it taste? How does it taste in my mouth? What is the mouth feel of a quality double IPA that we've known to grow to love and to know from Germany? Oh, that swish has a little kick to it. To be honest, while I was swishing, I was going, this isn't gonna go well for a swish rating. There's no mouthfeel factor that I can rate this and be positive. And then I released it. I released the flavors, and what ended up happening was as soon as the sound of the liquid of the swish exited my mouth, there is a vacuum of flavors that sucked in and took the place of the liquid swishiness, and it was very satisfying. So swish factor is pretty good. The only real down factor is that Insel really doesn't want anyone to know that they make their beer, which I guess is a trending thing, but also maybe they're a little embarrassed. To celebrate the pirate beer, I decided to go with fried Japanese sea bass. A double IPA and fish is the best way to experience this type of beer. And fried Japanese sea bass is the best way to experience a pirate beer. So for the fried sea bass, I went out to the river, which is more like a pond down by where I live, and there are some lovely ducks and a beaver and I think some sea bass, and I was able to catch some, and I filleted them, and then I let them saute in some rosemary and thyme, which I think is a song, and there's a reason for the song. It's because you use it for food. And then instead of my mistake of jasmine rice, I didn't get Indian rice, but I did get sticky rice. And so sticky rice is that type of rice that you would normally picture yourself harvesting in an ocean, because it's all wet and sticky like seaweed. So I'm excited to find out how this perfect pairing of fried Japanese sea bass and sticky rice and Germany's own Double IPA fit well together with this embarrassing Namsel beer. So what I'm going to do is a little bit unorthodox. I'm going to take a piece of fried Japanese sea bass and put a little bit of sticky rice onto it, like a pirate, and then I'll chase it down with the German pirate Namsel beer. Okay. It's very chewy, as you would expect. Okay, I can't breathe it out of my nose at all. So the German pirate Namsel beer has, it's kind of a fishy aftertaste, which is not particularly pleasant. And I know I was excited for the high sea adventure of this beer, but I'm not really excited about the high sea smell. I was on a boat once, and I saw this person smile to me, and so I smiled back, and I said hi, and this little person opened her mouth to say hi, and then she threw up on my shoe. So aside from the aftertaste of the fish and the memories that it invokes, I wouldn't recommend drinking this beer, but it's a good fishing beer. So the next time you're at your pond and you want to go fishing, pick up some Namsel beer, crack it open. Don't worry about the packaging because there isn't any. Nambla is a secret company. They want to keep their secrets, and that's okay. Crack open a Nambla and then just enjoy it with some fried Japanese sea bass, and maybe ignore the aftertaste. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this week. Please feel free to ring the subscribe button and to click on the bell, and and there's probably a notification. There's probably a notification button somewhere. So or a thumbs up, I guess. So you can do the thumbs up, and then the bell, and then ring the subscribe button. Okay, see you next week.